Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 6 of Co-Courtside. Today I'm joined with a good friend of mine. Actually, we met at Summer League a couple months back. He's an SBC alum, sports business classroom, and he's a hooper at Emory University. What's up, Ben? How you doing today?
Good, good. Thanks for having me, bro. I'm happy to be on.
Yeah, man. It's at Summer League. It felt like a long time ago, huh?
Bro, the summer flew.
Flew
Like,
by.
it's
Flew
crazy.
by. It was uh it was a good time though, man. It was hectic and hot. It was But I mean, that at least for me, that experience was incredible. Like even though I wasn't really, I mean, I guess I could say I was part of sportsman's classroom helping out, but just meet like people you saw and just it was an incredible experience, right?
Yeah, I mean, like that week is just crazy. There's so much going on. Like everybody in the basketball world is there. Like I'm sure you met a ton of people. But you were also so busy throughout the day. But like for me, like I had some time to just explore and connect, and I was able to meet a bunch of people, connections that I'm still like keeping in contact with. People that look out. Like the world is really small. Like there's people here in Atlanta. Um, I'm gonna grab lunch with somebody who I met this coming Friday, who I met at SBC, SPC. So it's good. Like it's good. I
Yeah,
really enjoyed the experience, and like I'm hoping to be at Summer League again next year.
yeah, man, for sure. It was because that was my first summer league too, and seeing the like Bo and Howard Beck, Larry Kuhn, like they're really committed to it too. And like Bo, I know Bo the best. He was actually on the show recently, but he's a good dude, man. He really cares about like your progress, and he'll take the time to listen to you and stuff. And he's awesome.
Nah, for sure. Bo was the one who like really hooked up my whole experience. Like
Yeah.
he had me. I mean, because you were a big part of my experience there too. Like you really looked out for me, and I still appreciate that. But yeah, I'm staying in contact with Bo. Like Bo is obviously incredible, but he's so humble that like you wouldn't even expect that he's accomplished as much as he has, and he looks out like as
Yeah.
if he has all the time in the world, and I know he doesn't. So,
Yeah,
but
no, that's what I was blown away with the fact that like I was telling him was like, oh, I want to help out with the broadcast. I want to, do some interviews, and he's been like, all right, like I'm too busy, but that goes a long way. And I mean, I think that goes the same with you. You were the fact that you were able to like just try out the broadcasting, even if you had no experience, you're like, I'll do it. I think that goes a long way too, because there were some students who, were it's a nerve-wracking thing to do, even though it's not going there, like calling a game. And the fact that you were able to just go out and do it, it just shows a lot. And it's fun too, right?
yeah, yeah, bro. Like I had so much fun, and it's funny because I look back on it and I'm like, I probably wasn't great at it, but still, like just the experience, like first before you go on the broadcast, like just preparing. You're watching the game, but you feel a little bit more pressure watching the game now because it's like you got to get takeaways, and you want something that's interesting, something that's going to be interesting for the people who are listening. But that's a really good experience. You sit close to the game, you just watch, observe, take notes. I wasn't really taking too many notes. I was just kind of keeping everything in my head, but getting on the broadcast was a great experience. Like you just kind of feel all the lights there, and you just have a conversation. So
Yeah.
and that's what I like doing. I just like talking, connecting, hearing what different people think, debating on different things. And that's really what it was. And then calling the games, like the play by play was also fun. Like it's so fast paced. Like you realize how hard it actually is. It's something that you don't necessarily think of when you're watching a game. You kind of just think that that's just like natural, like that just happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't second guess that, but kind of just pushing to make it have that feel, like make it have that natural feel, is what I tried to figure out throughout the week. Like how do I just make this sound normal and like
Yeah.
normal to fans, like something they would want to hear, make it interesting. And you were very helpful with that. So
Yeah, and I
that was
mean, it's like I'm not even a pro. I've done like 3 games at my school, but what I like about it is the fact that like I'm a big sports guy. I love talking sports with my friends, and that's what it's kind of like. Like you're almost in the living room with your boys talking sports, but in this case, it's a real scenario. And you're able to show your knowledge and stuff, which is awesome. And how about Sophia Jones, like her dad, Mark Jones? You talking about the preparation, bro, the long list of notes and the 15th guy on the bench. She had a whole paragraph about him. It's crazy preparation. It really,
Crazy. Like that's where you see the difference.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
from
It's
the
a
people who
real,
do this for a living, like the preparation is insane. And it does help so much because it kind of takes a little bit of the pressure off of you in the moment. That way you're just kind of talking. You've already kind of reviewed who the players are. You have a feel for, okay, who this guy is, where this guy's coming from, maybe an interesting point this person has like in their story. And so, yeah, her notes were crazy. My notes were all by hand.
yeah. Me and you were just kind of like
Her notes.
writing some stuff down we saw before the game. Oh yeah, this guy's got a cool, nice jumper, and kind of just went with the flow. But
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
how you got to start out. And what was your last thing about SBC? What do you think your like best takeaway from the whole week was? Meeting a certain guy or just best experience? You would say.
Yeah. I would just have to say connecting with everybody, like not even the people who were there, like at the top of the industry who were coming to talk to us, but more just people like you, people that were in SBC, like just regular people who have the same
Yeah,
goals as me, like
100%.
to
Yeah,
get to the top. They're still trying to figure it out. But everybody's super supportive, helpful, like supporting one another, try and find ways, okay, like how can I be an asset in this person's life? And so that has definitely changed my approach, like since going to SBC, like just trying to make way more like genuine connections with people. Stay in contact is a point of emphasis that I've been trying to hold myself to. And then yeah, just meet people you don't expect you would connect with, because those are some of the greatest connections you can make. And so yeah, SBC was great for that for me. Like I feel like I met a lot of different friends in all different parts of the world that I'll have those connections forever. And yeah.
yeah. No, that's a good point. Honestly, I didn't think about that because summer league, it's the hub of it. You see all these execs, coaches, GMs. You can meet these guys, players, but it does go a long way. Just me and you create a friendship, like Mikey too, another guy from SBC, like guys that we're trying to get into the workforce and stuff, and that's gonna help us down the line in years too. That's another highlight of summer league too. I didn't really think of it like that, but it's a good point. Um, and all right, that's enough talking on sports business classroom. But what about you were humble about it when I brought it up to you about you playing at Emory and stuff, and I had to look you up, and then you led the league in team in points, 18 a game this past year as a freshman. I mean, I think correct me if I'm wrong, but you broke the freshman single season record in points for your school too. So,
Yeah.
God, man, that's awesome, dude. So you getting
Appreciate
ready
it.
for second year and stuff?
Yeah, trying to get back into the flow of things. I got back 3 weeks ago now, a little over 3 weeks ago, I guess.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Tried to hit the ground running. Like I feel like I had a good summer of working out, lifting. I feel stronger. I feel like I've improved my game in the areas that I wanted to improve it. And so I'm getting kind of anxious now. I'm ready for the season. And this, like I'm ready to win kind of thing. Like I feel like, yeah, I had some accolades and it went pretty well for me, all things considered, but we didn't win necessarily what I wanted to win or as much as I wanted to. Like we didn't win the conference and we didn't go far in the tournament. So those are the biggest goals I have going
Yeah, you're
forward.
gonna have a target on your back now too.
Yeah, true,
Like
true,
it's
true.
and you've accomplished all that stuff, but yeah, winning's the next part. And you guys have a lot of surrounding talent and stuff. New guys coming
Yeah,
in.
yeah. We have a really good group. Like we didn't graduate many players.
Nice, man.
And we got some good freshmen coming in. We've had a couple practices so far and it's been good. Like guys love getting in the gym. Uh like we've been playing pickup whenever we can. Like, and it's just good to have gym rats, like people who just
Yeah.
love to play, because that's where it all starts and we're all like connecting, we're figuring it out, but it seems like it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I think skill and having all the talent, you probably have a lot of that is one thing, but I've seen the videos on Instagram, you in the lab and put in the work. I mean, that's a thing that not a lot of people don't have. So have you had that since you were a kid, just that grind and that mindset of just trying to work every day?
Yeah, it kind of changes when you're younger. I feel like it's more just forget about the skills work, like the skill work, just play as much as you can, just play as many games. And that's what I was doing. Like every weekend we were going playing AAU tournaments, playing at the park during the week, just playing as much basketball as you can. And that's what I was doing. I actually didn't start doing a lot of skill work probably till I got to high school. And that's where you take your game to the next level. You start to focus on little details. But yeah, no, I've always loved playing. I've always been somebody who's been at the park a lot, just playing whenever I can. But I would definitely say in terms of like skill work and trying to get in with trainers, and focus on those little details and get multiple workouts in the day, like that didn't start till I was older. Yeah.
You might have. I mean, we might have crossed paths at a AAU
That's
tournament.
what I'm thinking. That's what I'm
Maybe.
thinking.
Like I was on. Have you ever played like, PhD or High Rise? They're like
Yeah. Is that a part of the hoop group thing?
nah, hoop group. I went to a hoop group camp. I wasn't surprisingly enough, they didn't invite me. I had to go pay for it to go to the camp. Nah.
Nah, that's nah, I
It
mean
was
that's
dude,
how it is.
I had a good high school career. It was fun, but when I went to those camps, man, I was like a freshman in high school. I was a skinny kid, and fucking Jalen Green was there. You know, all these D1 guys, and I'm like, all right, these guys are
Right.
just
You must have went to the hoop group All American.
yeah, the one I think
Yeah.
was in
So
Pennsylvania
okay.
somewhere. You probably
Yeah,
you
for
you know,
sure.
it's those are fucking competitive, man, huh? Those,
Crazy. Yeah. I went to that too. I want to say my freshman year. My
yeah,
freshman
honestly,
year.
dude, I was there. I was thinking around that time too, so we might have been at the same camp. So, but that shit is literally basketball, eat, sleep, right? There's nothing else at those camps. It's like
Nothing
4 straight
else.
days of like
It's crazy. Yeah.
you're in the hot sun, you're playing outdoor games sometimes because there's too many guys in the indoor courts, and that shit's a grind, man. It is.
Yeah, it's the grind, but like that's really what it's about. Like
Yeah,
that's where I've like a lot of people that I've met at camps like that or at tournaments are people I'm still in touch with, and like
yeah,
you see the same people
yeah.
like that are playing basketball, like it's cool to see now, because now I guess like we're at the age where if somebody went one and done, like you could have played them in middle school, like so you're seeing guys, you know, at different levels, all different parts of the world even playing
Yeah.
that you played when you were younger, and so it's good to see.
No, man, for sure. It's crazy looking at watching the NBA draft and these guys are younger than you. Like 04. I mean, I thought 03 was young now, but it goes quick, man.
Yeah,
Um, what's one thing you work on this year that you want to work on or improve on in your game?
yeah, so the two biggest things for me are probably my conditioning, and my efficiency. So I want to be more efficient. I'm trying to get to that 50-40-90, which would be like the 50% field goals,
Yeah,
from three, and then 90% from free throw. And I think that comes from my conditioning. Like I think last year when I got tired, that's when I would miss shots. That's when I would be short on some shots and also not make like the best decisions. But with that, I've been working a lot, like shooting off the dribble from deeper, like increasing my range, and then just establishing an even better mid-range game, like with floaters and pull-ups.
yeah,
Yeah, those are probably the two like points of emphasis I had going into the summer. Like, how can I just shoot it faster, shoot it from deeper, shoot it more off the dribble, and be more consistent.
for sure. And I imagine condition because do you see the difference of pace compared to a high school game and a collegiate?
Definitely.
It's
Oh
probably
my
got to be a
God.
whole different
It's
beast, right?
night and day. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like in high school, you can take more plays off,
yeah.
or maybe
You're
not, but you
playing
can
against
get
guys like
away
me.
with just
You're playing
being
against guys like me. Maybe not, but
nah, not even. But you can get away with just being talented.
yeah, yeah,
Um, Granted, I didn't go to like a Montverde or something crazy where it's like all of those dudes are going to the NBA. No, that wasn't the case for me. But I played with some good dudes too. But you can just get away with just being talented offensively. Like if you
Yeah.
can score, you'll be all right. Like you don't really have to play too much defense. Coach will probably not be on you too much, like as long as you're scoring,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just a different intensity in college. It's definitely faster pace. Like guys are bigger, stronger. Like everybody was the best player at their high school.
Yeah.
So the intensity is just a little bit higher. And then we play a style that's like super fast. So we're pushing it every possession. Like we're never in a situation where we're walking the ball up the floor. So that takes a lot. But I already feel better like coming into my second year. It's like, okay, I know what to expect. And I had last year to get me in better shape and then just building on that this summer. So I'm feeling good about it.
You talk a lot of shit when you're hooping, like if you're giving a guy buckets and stuff, or it depends on the game.
Not really. No, not really. But
that's good. It's silent killer.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, sometimes I'll respond. Like if somebody says something, I don't know. I might respond with a little something, but nothing too crazy. I usually like to just let the game speak for itself.
Yeah, no, man, I got to let me know when the season starts, dude. I'll tune in if there's some links or
Nah,
anything.
for sure. I'll get the schedule.
Watch, man.
I wish we were coming out there.
I know. You guys are doing any like trips or anything this year or tournaments or?
We are, but we're pretty much staying in the Midwest or the Northeast. We're not going out.
Schedule's out already?
Yeah, the schedule is out, so I'll make sure I get that to you.
Nice. Yeah, dude. Send that to me, man. I'll definitely tune in. Also, I wanted to talk about I saw on your LinkedIn and your social media about the basketball camp you were running this past summer. That's awesome, dude. That was so cool to see the little kids you giving back to the community in a way, and that must have been a like heartwarming moment, right? In this time.
For sure, yeah. That was probably the highlight of my summer. It was just it was when I describe it to people, it's funny because it's like I feel like I was so lucky with the way that it went. Like it went like strangely smooth. So like nobody got injured. Like every camper I had like we had over 40 campers at the that came throughout the week, and like nobody complained about participating. Like those are not things that happen at camp. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's always going to be somebody who gets hurt, and there's always going to be one, if not many people who don't want to participate. And that wasn't the case. So all the kids were really good that came. And yeah, I had a really good experience with it. Hoping to build it more next year, have it be much bigger, better. And I think it'll be inside. I'm still finalizing some details,
Nice.
but it'll be inside, and just having this year as the groundwork for it. Like I just see that we can take it much further, and it can be something really big.
How did the idea come up? You've always thought it'd be cool to just go to start a camp and teach kids and.
Yeah, so I was thinking about it throughout the year. So the park that I held the camp at is right next to my house, like right outside.
Oh, awesome, man. That's dope.
So I grew up around the park, but there were never any camps that were right there. And I just wanted to try and find something that can get the community involved. I tried to do it the first week out from school. It ended up being pushed back because of weather and some things like that. But yeah, I just wanted to get the community involved, and kind of give back, because like a lot of those kids have goals of playing in college, and I'm fortunate enough to play. So kind of just pay it forward, like help them get to even further than I'm at, you know what I'm saying? Or at least to where I'm at. And kind of just share whatever I've learned along the way, to help them with that. And then like there were people at all different levels. So there are some people who played a lot of basketball, and then there are some people who haven't played much basketball. And, we had 7-year-olds all the way up to probably 17-year-olds. And so kind of just exposing them to the game if they haven't been exposed to it before. Maybe it'll be something they like, you know, and then just kind of helping build that community to where, like, you know, if they didn't know another person that was at the camp, now they know another person that's in the community or in the local area. And then now they have me as a resource, and everybody who was there will all use each other to like help us along the way. But it was a really good
Nice, man. Yeah,
experience.
I mean, probably takes a lot of patience too, right? 7-year-olds. I had
You
I went
would think. I honestly,
really.
like, they were like as perfect as can
They
be.
weren't like just running
Cover.
around like
Yeah, it was a lot of the younger group was 7 to 12-year-olds, a lot of mostly girls. So there was only like about, I would say, 4 or 5 boys.
oh wow.
But they were actually good. They were really good. Like, they're much smaller. Like, the rims are only 10 feet. So I mean, they're hitting shots. And they were like having fun with all the games. We played a lot of fun games. And no, they were easy. They were easy.
I think the younger generation, like, you keep getting better and better at hoops. Something back,
Yeah, no, no, for
they might
sure.
get exposed to it earlier, but you see some videos on Instagrams of like mixtapes. These guys are like third graders, bro. It's crazy.
Nah, it's wild. And like, I don't know what it is. Like, I really don't know
Yeah,
what it
it's weird. I don't know, man. It's like
game
maybe
has
just
evolved. Maybe
social
it's
media.
like social media. They're seeing
Yeah,
more stuff
it's
on the
weird,
internet,
dude.
or just, I don't know, because they definitely seem to be inside a little bit more, like playing video
Yeah,
games and stuff like
yeah,
that. Nah, the talent is definitely there. And the older group, like, that I has some players.
yeah, yeah.
And they're like, they all said that they want to play in college and even like have NBA dreams. So it's like, you know, just trying to let them know like what it takes to get there. And then just encouraging them to keep going. Like, no dream is like too far fetched.
Yeah.
Um, because yeah, like, you're still young, you still have a lot of opportunity, and you know, if you put your mind to it, and if you put the work in, then why not? You know, so that was kind of the theme of camp.
Is that something you want to potentially pursue, like after you're done playing, like coaching and teaching kids? Is it did you enjoy doing it, or
Yeah, yeah.
that
No,
is
I
one
really
thing
did
too?
enjoy doing it. I really did. I'm not sure if I would want to be like a college coach or like some sort of serious coach, but
Yeah,
I would love to always like help out on the side. Like, I feel like I've learned so much. Um, and I feel like I've found ways to like connect with younger players in a better way than a lot of coaches have. Because, you know,
yeah.
like, sometimes a coach can like ruin your
Tell me about it. Tell me
with the
about it,
sport.
man.
Yeah, like, it's crazy, and it sucks because like one coach can have so much control over your relationship with the sport, or like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like your opportunities that you have. And so like the approach for me is just like to be encouraging. Like, don't hold back and withhold information from them that could potentially benefit them, but like the way you express things like in an encouraging way and supportive way, and they like take that much better, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And especially like I have personal experience with it too, so it's like, you know, it's like it's not just you, it's me. Like, I struggle with these same things, like I've struggled with this before, and just know that like if you get better with this, if you work on this, then you'll have a much better shot, and you'll be a better player. So like just kind of things like that. So yeah, just trying to pay that forward.
Yeah, man. That's it. It looked like incredible experience, and it's not an easy thing to do to start up a camp and start running it. So that's dope, man. And um, I don't want to keep you up too late. I know the time change is a little it's different there. It's only 5 here for me, so but
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's
yeah, it's
probably
weird, man.
sunny and what,
But it's
90?
it's nice out, man. The curtains are blocking it, but yeah, I got a pool right back here, and it's all
No way.
yeah, man.
You stay in LA?
It's Orange County, like right outside of LA, like Anaheim
Oh,
area. You know, like
okay, okay. Yeah.
not much. Not Orange County is not really known, but it's like hour drive from LA. Got you got to. I wish your team came out or something, man. For it,
I
maybe
know. Well,
maybe next
maybe there'll be like maybe some of the tournament will be there. Or I know
yeah,
that
yeah.
we were thinking for a little bit that we were gonna play. Yeah. in Southern California. So
Yeah, there's that. There's your
I
goal.
mean, I
Hey,
would
you're
love
in
to
the tournament now. You go to Cali. That's what it is.
look. I would love to come out there, and I'll be out there during the summer for sure.
Yeah.
I was there this
Um,
summer. Um, but yeah, I really do like it out there. I haven't been out west too much, but
it's definitely different, man. I love coming back east, and each I love both places, but um where do you think where do you think you're gonna end up after college? You don't know yet, or it's too early to say?
yeah. So I'm still figuring it out. I want to play for as long as I can first.
Yeah.
So like that could
Yeah,
take you
man.
anywhere really, within the country, out of the country. Like you never know. But I'm kind of accepting that, and I'm open to that. If it's a good opportunity, I'm definitely gonna jump on it. Pretty much no matter where it is. So figure that out first, and then in terms of like if I'm in like the actual workspace, like where I would want to live, maybe like New York. I like Atlanta. I really do like Atlanta.
Never been. I've heard good things about Atlanta. Never been.
Atlanta's nice. Atlanta's nice. Like I said, it's a good vibe here. Like a lot of young people. Better weather than like New York, Connecticut.
Yeah.
So I could definitely do those two places. I could maybe do Miami. I could see myself doing LA for a little bit, or some part of California. But yeah, I'm still exploring. So I'm open to looking more places. But there's a lot of nice
Yeah.
spots I wouldn't mind.
You got time, and I remember I was talking to you a little about it at in Vegas, but maybe next year I'll see you as we're interning together. In 3 years, you're playing. I'll see you there as a player, right? Who knows, man?
Who knows? Who
Keep
knows?
that,
That would be that would be
keep it going, dude. If you keep working, man, who knows?
No, for sure, for sure. So that is definitely one of the goals. So I'm kind of like pursuing both things at the same time. Like I'm still going like full on with the basketball like playing career, but I'm also trying to like see what I'm interested otherwise.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm focused on right now.
Yeah, I think you kind of just have that same mindset as I do. Is like I'm always like trying to do something that's like helped me out in terms of my career and like just trying new things. Like we had that same I think at summer league. We both wanted to call games. You went up to the set like it was no problem. That's it's like it's good. It's a good trait to have. It really is. Like people see that too.
Nah, for sure, for sure. I mean, you were around all day, bro. You were just calling games like
Yeah,
I love the
I mean
time when I come
we're
back, you're
sports
still at the
guys.
set.
Like we can't get enough of it. We're sports
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, but I mean, at summer leagues, I recommend that to anybody, right, who can get involved in
Everyone,
sport.
yeah. Anybody like even in the general sports business space, or even in just like anybody, like it's a really good experience. Yeah, like and Vegas is nice too. I mean, you don't really get to explore too
Yeah.
much of Vegas when you're out there doing stuff for summer league or with the NBA, but it's still nice. Like the hotel was
Are you gonna
nice.
be 21 next year?
Yeah, I'm gonna be 21.
Yeah,
So
same, man. It's gonna be a different Vegas experience next year when we're 21.
I think so. I don't know. I don't really go out that much,
Oh,
but
right. Yeah, I mean, I
um,
just it was just kind of tough because I was in be at the hotel the arena
arena
all
till
day.
like 11. Yeah. I mean, me
And like
too. I was leaving the arena at like 10:30, 11. So by
yeah,
that, and when you start at 7 or leave at 6:30 or wherever,
you
whenever,
guys, your hours were crazier than ours, honestly. The SB,
maybe because we were starting at the bus was leaving at like 6:30. So it
those
was like,
classes might get a little too boring too, huh? Not anything bad. Like you're learning information, but it's a long day of class too, I imagine.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're sitting for a while, like
Yeah, but
it's it's nothing comparable to class because like class
yeah,
can be, like redundant or
that's
boring.
a
Like
good point. That's a good point.
in that setting, like you're hearing from a bunch of different people. Like it's really cool because it's like people you look up to. Like we heard from Jerry West. Like that's insane.
Crazy.
But yeah, like it still sitting all day from 8 to 4:30, just hearing people talk. Like it is definitely tiring, but the whole experience is rewarding though, for sure.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I know your schedule's busy. I'm happy we were able to work this out, man. And get a good interview in. I really appreciate it, dude.
Nah, definitely, bro. I'm really happy to get on. So
Let's we got to keep in touch, man. Let me know your schedule and stuff about. I want to watch you play a little bit.
for
And
sure, yeah, I'll get that to you.
it's hopefully we're at Vegas next year together too again. So that
Nah,
was
nah, for sure. I'm there,
yeah,
so
yeah. But
we'll get
yeah.
there.
So thank you for coming on again, man. I appreciate it.
For sure, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a
Appreciate
good
it.
one, man.
You too.
Hey, bro.